Hey guys, welcome back. I have a fun little project that I'm going to do today. I had to have some shopping therapy just the other day, and I picked up some plants. They're absolutely beautiful. We're going to try and get them in the ground. If you haven't noticed, it looks kind of damp and wet back here because it started to rain when I decided to come outside to get some stuff done. So I'm going to go and take you over where the plants are so you can take a look at everything and get some information out there for you. I was super excited because the nursery that's near where we are, they had a sale where a lot of things were 75 or 50% off. So I didn't know they were having a sale. I just went up there for some therapy. They had a lot of sales, and I let my kids pick out a couple of things and I picked out a couple of things. So let's get started, get these in the ground before it starts pouring down raining again. Okay, so this is the plant that I got. It's a perennial hibiscus. It is approved for winners, and I'm going to turn the tag around so we can get a couple of information, and I'm going to turn you around as well. So this is what it looks like. It's already bloomed twice. Here are some blooms. They are massive. They're huge. They're bigger than my hand. They're really cool. There was a ladybug sleeping in here earlier. Look at that June bug. I mean, well, Japanese beetle. That's what they're called, I think. See, they got them off. They're just going for everything these days. Okay, let's go down here and find this little tag. There it is. I'm going to pull it off so we can kind of see it a little bit better. Oh, I need to get new chairs for these covers on my chairs. Okay, so this is the Summerific Cherry Chocolate Latte. I have no idea when this came out, if it's new, if it's been around for a while or not, but this is what it's called. It's supposed to be the perennial hibiscus version, not the ones that you see kind of at the local like nurseries. A lot of times those you have to bring inside or they're treated like annuals. I am again a zone 8B, so it can get up to 4 feet tall. Spacing is 4 to what is that, 5 feet? Full to part sun, zone 4 to 9, and it blooms midsummer through early fall. So that's going to give me a lot of blooms throughout. The other one that I got is not the same. They're actually different. Now, where I place them, I think will be a good spot for both of them just because they do get a little bit more sun in this area because underneath the tree, it stays mostly shaded. Even when the sun finally peeks over the house and the big, huge pine tree that we have in our front yard, still keeps the middle section really shaded. So I think putting it on the outskirts will be great for it because it'll get a little bit of afternoon sun on both sides, but it's not for very long. It's really intense, so I think it'll keep them happy, but I don't think they need like a whole lot considering it says part sun. So they'll get a lot of the intense heat, but it's only for like maybe 3 to 5 hours. Here it is right here. The leaf foliage is similar to the other one. This one has more of the red, and then some new growth looks like it's green, so it'll turn red. The other one is kind of like the opposite. It's green, then it turns red. I'm not really sure. Actually, I probably have to look to double check because this just looks like it ends up being red as the color, but it starts out green from what I can tell. But let's go in here and let's see what it is. Oh, look at the butterfly. Oh, how beautiful is that? I don't know if it's the same monarch, but I have 2 or 3 monarchs. I don't know if the same one, so it's like 2 or 3. I've seen 2 at the same time, but they keep coming out here. They absolutely enjoy these zinnias so much so. And the bees, they love taking naps. How cool is that? Okay, I'm getting distracted. Okay, so this one is, let me rip it out. This is the Edge of Night perennial hibiscus. Let's see, 38 to 42 inches, 48 to tall, 48 to 54 wide, full to part sun, 4 to 9, midsummer to early fall. You see the butterfly again. I'm just absolutely loving these flowers. We're gonna go ahead and get this in there so that I can stop disturbing him because he is flying around like a crazy person. So let me take this tag over here and let's get started. Own recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these. I'm not sure where I'm going to put them, but I know I want to put at least one in the side garden. And I was thinking about putting one right here. All right, let's pop everything out. And the reason why I want to put it right here is because I do have some plants in here. They are not happy. They're happy. Their foliage is happy. And I do have beautiful dahlias up here, but they're mostly just leaves because they're just not getting enough sunlight. So I'm going to pull these out. I might try and see if I can plant them in the yard somewhere, but I'm mostly just going to pull them out, pop in the recipe instant pot kind of thing and put it right in here. And then we'll also put one on the other side as well. Here we go. In the back of them, they're not doing well at all. They're actually kind of dying back here. And the bunny ears that I put in, they're just not getting enough sunlight to bloom. So we're just going to take these out. And we're just going to pop those flowers in here instead to get a little bit more of a show for all of our hard work. People call it cheating, but I call it smart gardening. You guys safely got it out. And now I can put it in. And then backfill. I'm going to turn it around. Let's guess. Can you guess which ones are? This one, this one, this one? I want to say bubblegum is in there. And maybe snowdrift? Or let's see. So we have jazzberry, bubblegum, and snowdrift. Perfect. Now they look a little crazy right now, but we just roughed them up. This one, however, is struggling. So they didn't even root in. Some of them died already. They weren't that great. So I do have to hand it to the winners. But their flowers are just so much more resistant. I think that would be so pretty right here. Like, look at it. Beautiful. Okay. And pop it in. Beautiful. All right, here we go. I think that looks really great. Let's get it to a spot that's best side. I think that's the best side. That looks great. Now I'm probably gonna, it's already rained, so they already have water. But the next time I'll probably fertilize and give it a good drink. So hopefully it'll get a nice flush of blooms. I might decide to trim them a little bit, give them a nice shear back, and then they'll really come back with a vengeance. And that's basically it. So I'm dripping. I don't know if you can see that I'm dripping. I have fence panels that I still need to put away somewhere. Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. This one. So let's just recap on everything. So that one right there, so nice and inviting. And then we have this hibiscus over here. That was a cherry chocolate. I think my shovel, which is still there. And then we have the edge of night, which I think is really pretty right there as well. Now you got to remember a lot of these plants will not be here. So even if it looks kind of weird, you're like, I don't know, it looks kind of messy. It is messy because I just threw some seeds down. I wanted something to fill up the space, keep the weeds at bay, and they have done that for the most part. And all we will have left is just the plants that are our structure plants, like the arborvitae, the shrubs that I've gotten, and then of course some of the perennials that I have put down, like the roses and the hibiscus. Oh, and hydrangeas. So hopefully next year we'll have even more of a good show. And instead of putting a whole bunch of zines up here to fill the space, we can do more perennials. And then maybe we could come in with a whole bunch of petunias along the edge right here. Maybe not right on the edge, but just a nice carpet of maybe jazzberry or snowdrift or something else that will give a kind of display, and then we'll layer it with everything that's behind it with different colors and textures and all those wonderful things that we long for in a garden when the weather is just right. But let me show you my watermelon. I have it over here before I forget. So excited about this watermelon. I only see one of them. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know where I saw it. If you see it before me, just let me know. Oh, I think I see it. This is like, I think this is chamomile. I put it in here once and it just keeps coming back. But look, we have a watermelon. I don't know if it will grow to maturity because I have never really successfully been able to grow a big watermelon. I've grown watermelon, but they never get big enough for me. They always end up staying like half a basketball size, like something that you would see like a cantaloupe kind of size. So maybe this year we'll get some larger watermelons. I don't see anything else, but that's really exciting that we have one. So I'm happy about that. I'm just gonna sit down for a second. I think I might go over to my mom's house to get in the pool because I am hot and oh, I think I'm really dirty too, and that might help to get some of the dirt off before I take a shower for today. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we'll have some more videos. Hopefully it's not so hot. But I do enjoy these flowers. They're so pretty, and hopefully they'll last me all the way until like November because our last frost date is usually the second week of November. First or second, no, not last. Our first frost date is usually the second or first week of November, and hopefully they'll carry me all the way until then so I can hold on to these beautiful flowers before the winter hits and everything looks just gone and dead. All right, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.